Hi everyone, welcome back. Today Winston's again doing another renovation video. Today I thought I'd take it back to basics and just do a normal house renovation, because lately I've been doing kind of different styles of renovation, not just doing an ordinary house. So today I just went to a base game world, I think it's Willow Creek that I did it in, and just went from there. So I didn't change too much about the house. I just added an extension to the house, because I wanted to make it 2 bedrooms, because I knew it probably could have fit a 2 bedroom with the original layout, but I decided, because I didn't like the roofing or like the shape of the house to begin with, I just feel like a long straight house is a bit boring. I decided to add just a bit of an extension just to make sure that I could definitely fit 2 bedrooms and to make the house a little boring, and I could make the roof better as well and all that. So that's hence why I went for the extension, I guess. So I didn't change too much about the colours. I kept it in with the blue theme for the outside, and I brought that in for the inside because the inside was a bit dreary and dark, so I decided to give it a blue theme as well. So yeah, and I just changed the colour of the wood to a more cleaner, whiter wood than the cream wood it was before, and then changed the roof to blue as well. I kind of regret doing it blue, because I just did it like solid colour blue house, and I'm still not recovered from doing a house that's completely blue, but I ended up just making this blue anyway. But this one had a bit of white in it, so it was fine. I changed the flooring to the cats and dogs floor, and then just went for a base game wallpaper. I didn't really care about switching to like just base game for this. I wanted to make this look as nice as possible, so I do use a lot of Dream Home Decorator. I feel like it's the perfect pack for renovation, because the pack is designed for renovation. I feel like I've roasted this in like videos before, but for me it's just like the perfect. So I made the kitchen out of that pack, and then went just for a plain white, because I didn't want too much blue for that. I don't think I used any. I think the ovens and everything was like blue on it for this kitchen. I ended up going for quite a large one as well. I normally do quite small kitchens, so for me, there wasn't like I wanted it all open plan, so I didn't think about where the living room and stuff was going to go before I did the kitchen. So the kitchen ended up being quite big, but that's fine, I guess. I guess with 2 Sims you want a bit of a bigger kitchen anyway. With 2 bedroom house you want a bit of a bigger kitchen, so yeah. And it has 2 cooktops, and your pretty ordinary rest of your stuff on the other side, I guess. So this for the living room, as like I was saying before, it's a bit snug. I didn't say snug, but it's a tight area. And I just went for a corner couch. I feel like that worked quite well with the space. And that's also Dream Home Decorated. All the stuff for this living room is Dream Home Decorated, except for the TV, and a few little items, like the stereo and stuff. And then I moved on to the dining room. I don't really like dining rooms. They kind of just like, they're just an extra thing to add, but I always have to add them. For me personally, I have to always add a dining room, so I added this one here just to fill out that space, and had just a little wall ornament to add something to that wall. And then for some reason I jump back and forth through while doing rooms. Like I can't just do one room and then finish it, and then I end up starting it and then going to the next room. Like for the living room, I didn't finish that, and I started doing dining room, and then I still haven't finished my living room. I'll go back to it again, kind of thing. I don't know if anyone else has that problem, but I tend to find that I always have to jump between rooms when doing builds and renovations. So now I'm working on the first bedroom. This one, I feel like it's more the guest room. It's not as big as the other one, so and I just end up giving it a like built-in wardrobe, just because I felt like it worked with the space to give it a built-in wardrobe, because I do a lot of these built-in wardrobes now. I feel like they just, because they're against the wall, they're not like popping out too much compared to like other wardrobes we have. and it's nice to see all like the stuff, I guess, for me personally, like on display, like the shoes and the clothes. And that's also dream and decorate. And then I used an eco lifestyle bed for this bedroom, and just had 2 tiny mirrors for that. And then the bedside tables are dream and decorate as well. I just went for a base game rug. I end up using carpet in the bedrooms because lately I've just been doing all like wooden floors throughout the houses that I've been doing. So I felt like doing a change and giving the bedroom's carpet. But I still want to add a rug even though the floor's carpet, because personally I just think a bed looks weird in Sims without something underneath it, so hence why I end up adding rugs underneath these beds, and I kept the blue theme throughout. For this bedroom as well, it's got the blue theme, but I went for like lots of different shades of blue, so it like changed up a bit. Probably not the best idea, but for me I just felt like doing lots of different shades of blue, and that went for this paranormal rug that I never really used, so it's good to use some items I don't typically use. Like I don't really use this bed either in my builds, so this room's kind of like things I don't typically use, I guess you might say. I end up adding a desk in this room as well because there wasn't any room outside of the bedrooms to add an office, and I had room there. I was originally going to put a couch, but I thought an office is more practical for your Sims to use, and added lots of paintings and stuff to fill up that wall space, rather than be a bit empty, I guess. For the bathroom actually was quite big. I hate doing big bathrooms because I don't know how to fill up the space, but for this one I just end up having lots of empty space. I have a bath in there. I don't typically use baths in my build, but felt like I had the room so I might as well. So yeah, that's basically the bathroom done. I just add like blue tiles and blue just everything for that bathroom, but again I leave it and then get back to it like I do with most of my things. I end up going for some blue curtains and I end up using quite big curtains as well because there was a lot of empty wall space. I didn't want there to be lots of empty wall space. I felt like personally that the curtains might have like they would fill up that space a bit, so that's why I ended up going for quite wide curtains, and the windows themselves probably would have looked better with smaller curtains, but it's what it is. And just adding little touches everywhere to the build to fill up that space, because it was quite a bit of empty space in this build and I don't like empty space, so add like a little side table and stuff to fill up that, I guess. And yeah, that's basically inside down. I do have like a little extra touches here and there, but moving on to the outside, I add a pond, just because I had a lot of outdoor space. I didn't really know what to do with it, so I just add a little pond, and add tons of trees around there, again just to make it look prettier, because ponds without the stuff around them kind of look a bit weird. They're not as bad as they used to be, but they still got some weird lines, so I just hide that with some plants, and then add more gardening to the front of the house. So I didn't really like the dirt that they had, but I couldn't be bothered to remove the terrain, so I just hit it with more and more plants, I guess. And yeah, that's basically it. I just add a little bench to the outside, some lighting, all that. But I think that's about it, so I think I'll wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon with another video. Bye!